think it would be the inequity of funding between the various counties and especially with the school district of Philadelphia.
I would change the way funding is distributed in public education, and I feel as if a student is a student regardless of where they live, regardless of the zip code, and I feel that public education funding should be distributed evenly, and it should be based on pupil count within a school.
What fair funding looks like to the students is access to resources. What it looks like to the students is teachers that are happier to be there, the teachers that don't have to scrimp out of their own pockets. It looks like textbooks, it looks like tablets.
I suppose that I would increase the amount of counseling and support that children in underprivileged neighborhoods get at school.
And a fair and equitable funding stream for all kids of Pennsylvania, not just the privileged. Oftentimes we see the better schools, not oftentimes, almost all the time, targeted for individuals that have influence to get their children in, while other children are denied access to those sort of privileged schools. And I want to know, why are we creating a fair playing field that all schools are good schools for our children?
Teachers being more involved, showing interest in the children, compassion, looking them in the eye and listening and responding in a positive way, a caring way, a way that they will feel that there is hope, there's other things they can get from learning, coming to school.
Revise the curricular content to really reflect the diversity of the students in public school, so they can basically see themselves in the curriculum and infuse the history of who they are and their people into every subject area.
Children see a mirror of who they are represented on the walls, that the walls can speak, and they see themselves as beautiful, and they see themselves as rising up and becoming the president or becoming whatever they believe they can become. And if there's also windows for children who have lack of diverse experiences in their life, so they can see other experiences and other cultures, so they can gain a respect and honor and dignify every cultural experience.
I think I would like to see a change in how the adults in all school buildings are involved in with the children, from the principals down to the cafeteria workers, that there be more of an expectation that they really show more competency around treating children as children and acting like adults.
I'd want to change the way that schools deal with identity and also interaction across lines of difference. I feel like, especially in public schools, it's the last thing that's thought about when you're thinking about how to improve schools. People run to data, people run to like test scores, and a lot of those are symptoms of problems about that connect with interaction between teachers and students and between teachers. The public school teaching force is 80% white and female. We need more diversity because our population is one that is diverse. So if I could change one thing, it'd be about how we talk about identity and how we prioritize it.
I think one thing I would really like to see more parents involved in the decision-making process. I think that a lot of things decisions are made, and it's made for or two parents, but they don't involve them to be inside, to have the conversations and part of the process so that we can make changes that affect our children.
It shouldn't be about what area of the city you live in. If you get a better education in the Cheltenham Township area, why can't my child go there to get that? Why am I forced to keep my child in an area because of the zip code zone or tax law that's written that says you can't go to school in this area unless you live in this area? That needs to go away. That's total, blatant discrimination.
Programs where we would come out once a month, we would have fishbowl forums, things that get the children to open up and to share, to speak their minds and their hearts, and for the teachers to hear, and then apply whatever they felt would bring some additional inclusion, to allow them to feel included.
In public education, something was said out there tonight that really struck me. Continuing excellence, model excellency, and be a role model, and be encouragement, and show more love to our kids.
I believe the children need prayer. First thing in the morning. Prayer was always in the schools when I was growing up. And I believe that's a first part of your day, even my day today. And I believe they need that peace because of all the things that's not going on in the school systems, in the public school systems. They need to have something else.